We live again. Hold on, let me get to the countdown. I forgot to put the countdown on this time.
Okay, all right.
Hold on. We're gonna start again.
Take two.
Take two. We back again. Another episode of Caveman and IronMonkey talking sports. We live right now on the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell too. We live on Facebook right now. We live on Twitch right now. Live. Make sure you hit us. You know what I'm saying? I got the chat open too, so I can see the comments and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On
that channel live time.
Yeah. I've been missing y'all on the Facebook. My bad. I keep forgetting to activate the Facebook and look at it so I can see when people come in. It's a little bit of a delay, but that's all right. I got to mute it so it won't be fucking up the episode and shit. You know what I mean? But we back again. Caveman, I'm talking sports, man. It's been an interesting week in the sports thing. But before we get into that, man, how was your week, bro?
My week was pretty decent. Still working on my Space Ghost and mix that I actually have a date of June 12th. So on June 12th, I think it's a Wednesday, I'll be dropping it. I was going to drop it on 6/9, but I was like, nah, that's a Sunday. So I gotta, I'll be easy with that one. But, just chilling. Met a new lady. I told her that I'll give her a little quiet shout out. Not really going to say her name and put her out there like that, for respectful reasons, because it's still brand new and I don't want to jinx shit. But yeah, everything's been relatively cool. Taking it easy. How about yourself, man? How was your week?
Well, another week of slanging these packages, dog. You know what I mean? on that postal game, and it was long. It was nice out though. So I got to take out the shorts and shit. And I just realized that the dude when I ordered them, so.
Your shorts came in?
Nah, they came in, but they didn't hem them up high enough, like where I wanted them. He was like, he can hem them to like the end of the pocket. So the pocket in the postal short is like 16 inches from the waist, so down. So,
okay.
So I was like, well, hem it all the way to the end of the pocket. That way, when I'm walking, it'd be like hoochie daddy shorts.
Okay.
Okay. for the nannies and the single moms, and he didn't have them up. I gotta go to the tailor and make my own hoochie daddy male shorts.
That's actually an old profession that kind of got phased out. The seamstress.
And now they call it. That was called alterations.
Alterations, but even still, it's not. It used to be a big time thing. Like a big profession, like shoe shines and chimney sweeps.
Yeah.
It's in that kind of vein.
Chimney sweep. I see the chimney sweep every once in a while, and those dudes don't really carry they don't even know if they carry the broom anymore. It's just for show.
Yeah. The old school, all suited up.
Yeah. But man, week was smooth. Now we got the holiday weekend, you know what I'm saying? So I got a couple of days off. So that's pretty dope. And we here on another Sunday morning, man, bringing y'all this great elite level sports talk.
All right.
But God damn it, Knicks. Might as well get the elephant out the room real quick.
Yeah, goddamn Knicks. But you know what? It was exactly what I was telling you though, is that we was just way too banged up. And then with Brunson already playing with his hurt foot, and then even if we would got to the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, it would have just been a cakewalk. And then the thing is that I didn't want to hear shit talk from the Celtic fan, about how they beat the Knicks. Oh, you guys crying about injuries. Like, there's 6 players on a 12-man team that are down. So What do you expect? And you want us to accept that you're out with Porzingis, one guy? The fuck out of here. But they did a great job this year. They finally established what they are, which is a gritty team that's gonna offensive rebound and play to the end of the whistle, or to the end of the game. So
Yeah.
they have a lot to build on, and I just hope that they don't throw away a lot of that chasing after a star player now. Like you have to get, and Kevin Garnett's recognized it, you have to get a player that fits into the system. Because even if you bring in like a Kevin Durant or a Devin Booker or any kind of big star, that doesn't necessarily mean that they would work with Tibbs, because Tibbs is going to run you into the ground. He's going to make you earn your paycheck. But that's the thing that people try to say about the Knicks. He runs them into the ground. But then they're the same people that complain about load management. So how are you going to complain about load management and then you get a coach that is totally against load management? You get a paycheck, it's time for you to play. So I like it, but that's why the Knicks and their philosophy is to get players 25 and younger with no history of injuries. So going after somebody like who's an injury prone player, like a Kawhi Leonard, yeah, he would be great on the Knicks, but the fact that he's always hurt and the way that Tibbs runs his players, it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work.
Right.
So, we are who we are, and we're gonna get better as time goes on. But damn the Knicks. But it looks like the Celtics are about to moonwalk into the finals. It looks like they.
Man, they are. Shout out to Tatum and them boys for getting it together without Porzingis. Drew Holiday he's been having a great series.
Yeah,
they're up 3-0. They were down. They've been down by 20 in every game, and then just come back like the third and fourth quarter and just walk away.
You just outclass a team after a while.
I don't think the Pacers have enough. Hopefully they can take one. I'd like to see. I don't like seeing sweeps, man. You know what I mean?
Like a gentleman's sweep.
A little bit of fight. Get a little bit of fight. Meanwhile, Dallas is beating the shit out of fucking Minnesota too.
Whew.
Kyrie got that twinkle in his eye like he did in Cleveland, man.
You got to be careful what you ask for, because you might get it. Because Ant Edwards was talking some cash shit about Kyrie. Bring your ass to Minnesota. Kyrie's like, bet. They said, huh?
I think it's kind of like a respect thing, though. You know what I mean? Like, I want to play the best. You know what I mean? You bring yours, like the same way I talk shit about Charlie Ward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Kyrie is serving him. There's reports that Ant Edwards has been running around trying to guard Kyrie so much. Part of game 2, he had to go on the oxygen tank. So for a young boy to have to go on an oxygen tank during a game for guarding one guy,
hey man,
that's why I say, and I remember we had this argument at the bar. That's why I said Kyrie, hands down, is the most skillful player in the NBA, regardless of height.
Oh yeah,
skills.
No, sure.
Because we got into that big argument, Kyrie versus Giannis, and I was like, I'm taking Kyrie all day. And we got into a big argument to the point where it was like, would you take Giannis on the Knicks right now? I'm like, depends on who we had to give up.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Kyrie, right? People forget, he's been in the league, what, 10 years?
Yeah, just about.
Something like that, 10 years. Like the dude, like that Uncle Drew shit, there was no stunt doubles.
No stunt doubles.
Kyrie got those moves in his bag. If you watch an Olympic team where he's giving work, he got a bag, and then he's playing with a dude who got a different kind of bag but can still make his own shot. Like Luka's a fucking monster, dog. Like
for real.
Luka's the dude. Remember, Luka's the dude who used to the dude. This is an inside story. The dude who used to come to the JCC all the time with the headband on and the motherfucking the back brace, just give it to niggas all day.
Hitting it off the square.
Yeah, Luka's that dude. Like
That guy, yeah, I remember him.
Like you're gonna be like, you're always like, yo, him and Joker. It's like, yo, how are these dudes getting off like this? Like,
Yo,
they're not
yo,
fast.
everybody talking about Ant Edwards being like Jordan's son or Jimmy Butler being like Jordan's son. People aren't recognizing that Joker and Luca are basically Larry Bird's sons.
Facts.
Like no lie. Like
Larry Bird got some illegitimate kids over in Europe, and they in the
yeah.
league right now. Although
Nah,
Larry
when he went for the Dream Team, Larry hurt his back because he was smashing chicks out there during this Dream Team era.
right,
He's laying down on the court because his back and shit. Yeah, he's blowing other
Larry
people's
Bird was
backs
out
out.
there
That's
doing
why.
work, and he got 2 illegitimate sons in 2 different parts.
Luca and Joker.
Speaking of Larry Bird, his grandson highlight tapes is looking like the kid can ball a little bit.
Yo, Larry Bird, hands down, was one of my favorite players. The only thing I didn't like was he played for the Celtics.
Yo, Larry Bird was about that bullshit, man.
I love Larry Bird. Yo,
like,
he hands down was one of my favorite players. Love him because he wouldn't just bust you up. He would talk shit.
Oh, for sure.
There's that legendary game that everybody talks about. What was it, like 45 points he scored? All left-handed.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. And he was toying with motherfuckers. And I think that was a playoff game too. I could be wrong, but I
always like to make the player comparisons. Like Larry Bird is like the Nolan Ryan of like the NBA.
Oof. Wow.
Where like he gets a lot of respect as a player, but like doesn't necessarily have all the accolades. You know what I mean?
Nah, but Nolan Ryan did have those shutouts. That was what Nolan Ryan was known about.
Yeah, he never won a Cy Young.
And that was the weirdest thing. You know what that is a stat. Nolan Ryan never winning a Cy Young and Shaquille O'Neal never winning a rebounding title. As dominant as Shaq was, he never led the league in rebounding.
I mean, he played during the like Dennis Rodman era. I don't think anybody won a rebound title except Dennis Rodman during the time that Dennis Rodman was playing.
But even as a dominant center, right? Even when he phased out, like as a dominant player, you figure, all right, you're dominant. What was Shaq most dominant in? Playing bully ball.
Yeah, he didn't have to rebound because he just would dunk on you.
But you see that
he wasn't.
But that's like how you guys were telling me how dominant Giannis is. I'm like, but what is he good in? What is he dominating in? Yes, he's taller, and yes, he's out physicaling people, but he's not dominant. Like that's where I was making the argument where Kyrie has more skill, top to bottom. Giannis and Shaq, they just have bully skills.
If Kyrie was 6'6",
at least, yeah.
If he was 6'6", if he was like 6'6", 6'7", like he would be the most unstoppable force in the league. Could you imagine Kyrie's skill set? Like basically, he'd be like Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, with better handle.
Yeah, like imagine if Tracy McGrady had the Kyrie Irving handle package.
Even though he did have handle, not to take away
that, but he don't have Kyrie handle.
He doesn't have Kyrie handle.
You know what I mean? Like the crossover dunk king of the NBA, Grant Hill. Like he didn't have no handle either. He just had a quick step. He was in the air before you could even like shift.
You know what though? Thinking about it, his first step was like the precursor to a Euro step when you really start looking at like highlights and footwork. Like his first step was kind of like a Euro step.
You talking about Grant Hill?
Grant Hill, yeah.
Yo, it was lethal.
Yeah.
it was lethal, dog. Like people forget Grant Hill was that dude during the years that he played. He just played for a terrible Pistons team. Then he got hurt. You know what I mean?
Nah, it was him and Allen Houston on that team too.
Yeah. Allen Houston, then he played with Stack for a little bit.
Yeah. That team was built to be good, but it just never panned out. Because Grant was always hurt too, you know?
Yeah, Grant was always hurt. Like he didn't have that second. He didn't really have that like true second like like second scorer. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But
Allen Houston was there, but he wasn't
yeah, but
he
Allen
wasn't
Houston's too
developed.
risky, man.
He wasn't developed in that role yet. He was like a first, second year guy at that time. And when he went to the Knicks, he was like 4 or 5 years already in the league.
Yeah, they had Lindsey. I would have loved to see Grant Hill play with like Chauncey and them, but
Yeah.
you
Oh
just
damn,
you know,
Lindsey. Oh, I forgot about him.
Lindsey Hunter was good, man.
Yeah, he was serviceable. He was Charlie Ward level serviceable.
Yeah, I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you know.
But
But if he's starting for your team and he's your starting point guard, you might need a new starting point guard. They're great coming off the bench.
yeah,
Yeah, they're good for the community work. You know, going to the children's hospital and shit like that. They're that type of player. They're good representation.
actually, that's funny you say that because like when we went back in my city year days, we went and got to shoot around at the Palace, and when we took our picture, it was like Lindsey Hunter, and then some other dude I never knew.
I think I remember you showing me that picture too. I was like, Lindsey Hunter.
You know, but enough Piston slander. You know what I'm saying? They'll be back next year, hopefully. You know what I'm
What,
saying?
in the lottery?
Damn it! They got the 5th pick, man. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully they can pick somebody up. This draft is like the worst draft ever for them to have like a high pick.
Yeah.
Like if you don't get the number 1 and number 2 pick, you basically picking up Bronny James or some other like dude with not enough talent to be in the league right now.
I'm not real talk though. I'm actually pulling for them.
But we'll see.
I'm pulling for your Pistons.
The teams are down because the tickets are cheap to go see them. You know what I'm saying? I might buy season tickets to the Pistons because they're gonna be inexpensive this year. You know,
yeah. Seeing that them Lions done. Did you win? As soon as they started winning, they done. Did you win early?
I finally got some money to be able to afford season tickets, and I'm
for the Lions
sold the fuck out, dog. Like the waiting list, you can't just on the waiting list. They sold out. Season tickets done, sold out the whole season. Can't get Lions tickets. You can get individual tickets when dudes with season tickets give up their season tickets and shit.
Yeah, now when the Lions are playing somebody like what the Bengals. No, the Bengals are actually a decent team.
They're playing the AFC South this year, so the Jaguars.
Oh yeah, the Jaguars.
The Texans.
The Texans are gonna be great this year. Watch out for their wide receiver core. Woo!
Indianapolis. I don't know who else is in the AFC South, but
the Texans, fantasy football wise, you could pick any of their wide receivers, the quarterback, you're gonna cash in, and that's your little fantasy football insider tip from me, the master.
Yo, we might be putting together the ill big money fantasy league this year, so get your cash up, dog.
All right.
High stakes fantasy football. I'm so mad my lighting is not as good as yours right now. We have to fix that for next week. I can't be sitting over here, looking like the dude in the dark crystal and shit. Follow me.
Nah, if anything, last week I had the light, but I had it more face up. So today I have it more on my face, and I'm getting used to it because of my Hope High School media training. One of the main reasons why I picked Hope High School over Classical is because I wanted to have that media class. So shout out to Mr. Barr and his sweaty armpits. I swear Mr. Barr was sleeping in the class. Because in backstage he had like a cot and a hot plate, and I was like, "What's this all about?" He's like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about that. Just don't touch those things. You'll be all right. Why don't you go over there?" I was like, "Oh damn, Mr. Barr really be living in the studio?" I don't know what his home situation was, but shout out to Mr. Barr. He was a good teacher.
So basketball aside, the WNBA is still. I still didn't order. I don't order that shit right now. As a matter of fact.
Oh, your jersey?
Nah, my hoodie.
The orange hoodie.
Yeah.
That orange hoodie, sweet man. I was gonna order it years ago. Oh, damn, black now? Black and white?
Black with the orange logo.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm gonna hop up on that one.
What I want, but shout out to the WNBA. They doing big things. They got charter flights now. You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of like Caitlin Clark like weirdness going on. Like, what was the
they own 5 last time I saw?
Jeff Teague was on some bullshit talking about you should just let her score. Like, nah, be like Jeff Teague got a. That's why he's not in the league no more because he be fucking up. Yo. Like, you can't just say stupid shit like that. But
But let me ask you though, because I actually
you
had
gotta be
big conversations.
competitive. You gotta be competitive, but you can't like you know what I mean. Like, if that's the case, you know what I mean. This is one of those situations where like the WNBA is super young still, right? So if you go back and you think about like when the NBA was super young, and like the stars came in to change it up, like when Larry and Magic got there, it wasn't like it's kind of similar now with like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and it's like, yo, you can't just let this. Nobody was out there letting Magic score. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was out there letting Larry Bird score. Like, and she's averaging like 17 a game right now. So it's not even like she's struggling. She's just getting beat up in certain aspects of the game, and that's the highlights that people are showing.
But you see, that was an argument that I had with not an argument, a discussion I was having with my boy Brian at work the other day. Shout out to Brian, security guard. But he was like, nah, the way that they're playing defense on her, they're not even playing cool. They're playing real rough basketball with her, and they're fucking up the money. Because if she gets hurt and she can't play the next game, who's going to really show up to watch their next game? My thing was
they always play tough defense. Like,
but it seems like it's nasty work with her. No, like they're just throwing the extra elbow, and that screen that she broke down on, that was a clean screen.
They just haven't been on TV, so nobody's been watching. Not enough people have been watching the games to know that these ladies are out here playing like hard basketball, dog. Like, they're not playing soft ass basketball. Like, I don't understand. Like, I never understood why. And maybe because I'm a fan of like women's basketball. Like, I watch any kind of sport anyway. But like when you watch the game, like, they're not out there fucking playing like soft ass basketball. Like, think about the chicks that's real nice at ball. Those chicks ain't out there playing soft basketball. They're out there trying to dunk on you if they could. You know what I mean? You know, like if you think about the best players that you know that are women, like they're out there playing like dudes. So it's not like you go in and get like cotton candy basketball. So like Caitlin Clark obviously is going to catch a hard screen here and there, you know what I mean? Because these women are trying to get their product to be on the level of the NBA. So they gotta play. They gotta play tough.
The point that Brian was making is that they're looking like they're trying to injure her. Like, it's not just the typical welcome to the league type moment. It's more like she's getting a lot of attention. He said there's a lot of racial aspects to it. I said, yeah, that could be. The fact that she's making all this money, there's a great level of jealousy in play here. So I was like, yeah, that could be possible, but they don't owe her anything, because the way that me and him got into the conversation I don't think I sent it to you, and I don't know why, but it was a statement that Ellie Duncan was making of ESPN, and she was like, how much do they owe her? Do they need to like bend the knee? Do they have to give her like their first child? Like, what level do they owe her? Because if it was on the guy front, and this is what I brought up to him, yes, Jordan made things different for the guys in the NBA, but he had to earn his respect. And it's the same thing with the women. They're not just going to give it to her, because these women been in the league for 6-7 years, and they're like, well, who the fuck are you? Show me. I'm not just going to give you the crown. You're going to have to take it.
The thing that I think the average fan doesn't recognize, or like a fan that maybe didn't play like high level sports, is that it don't matter who you are when you come to the next level. You got to prove yourself on every level. So she proved herself on the high school level, and she proved herself on the college level. But now you're playing with the big dogs. So now you got to prove yourself again. Ain't nobody supposed to, like, even Jordan caught the hard ass foul. He played in the 80s, so he caught all the hard fouls. But like, they're not just gonna let this chick come in and like, like I said, she's averaging like 17, so it's not like she's not getting her buckets, but she's not as efficient as she was in college because she's playing against better defenders.
And the whole mentality is different in the league, where it's like, yo, this is my job. This is how I provide for my family. Yeah. So my thing is I'm not just going to come out here and give you something and make me look like an asshole because now you're scoring 50 points on me Granted, I'm still gonna get a paycheck, but my name now ripples. Now everybody's talking shit. So now when it's time for me to get a new contract, people are gonna look pull the receipts and see like, damn, you got cooked this by this person. This is what
Yeah,
everybody's saying. Like, it's gonna be a bad look if we signed you because they're gonna be like, why the fuck you giving this guy all this money and he's getting cooked all the time?
right.
So it's a level of respect at that point where I gotta respect myself. I gotta
And I'm
respect
sure.
my paycheck.
I love that. I love that Caitlin Clark has not come out and been like feeling like
Woe is me.
giving them the sound bites because she understands what it is. Like,
Yeah.
yo, she cooked Haley Van Lee so bad in the tournament, dog. Nobody want to fucking
Nobody wants to look like her.
yeah, like she had to transfer. I mean, she probably didn't have to transfer, but she transferred.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she got
Wait, what did Jay-Z say? Don't be Eric Benet.
yeah, right.
Just
got fucking cooked and then transferred to a whole different league. Like,
yeah, nah.
man,
Yo,
like,
my name is funny in the Midwest. I gotta take my shit south.
yeah,
They don't know my name down south.
You would have thought she got dunked on or some shit. Like she just transferred schools. Like, why would you not stay at LSU? I knew everybody's leaving, but like of all the schools you transferred, she transferred to TCU. Like,
Yeah,
TCU's
like Texas Christian.
Man, she could have just stayed at Louisville for all that.
Now I'm going Texas Christian. I'm leaving the Midwest. I'm going down south.
And she could actually ball. She just got fucking out. Like she played against a bigger, like Caitlin Clark's like 6'1". You know what I mean? And she just got cooked. But now when they played South Carolina beat her up. So then opened up the playbook. That's how you gotta be in her act because she'll take it from the logo. So you gotta be on her. And these WNBA, like these ladies watch film. Yo, don't let her take
because it's their job.
The logo.
It's their job.
Yeah.
It's their profession. It's their career. So they're approaching it like professionals. Like, okay, this is what we're up against. How do we overcome this obstacle? And they're doing the homework versus in college where, all right, we have a game. This is the game plan. I actually have some homework to do. I got chemistry. I got, my bio, exhibit project to do next week. I got finals. I got other homework to do. So their homework and their focus is different. But in the league, their focus is their job, and you're their job at the moment.
Right. That's it.
So it's different.
Quickly, just want to touch the Connecticut Sun. The local product over here on the East Coast. I mean, they the top team in the league right now, 5-0.
All right.
The best defensive team in the WNBA, from what I've read.
Caitlin
and them, 1 win. They're 1-6.
1-6. What's her name? Boston. Ayanna Boston.
Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, she said she had to delete her social media. The only thing she fucks with is TikTok now because she was getting so many trolls saying, "Yo, how they suck and how they're this and that." Yeah, they might suck. And if you don't watch the WNBA and you're just trolling them based off their record, yeah, asshole. But everybody shit talks with sports. That's one thing. But there's a degree to it where it could get real personal, and I can understand why she's no longer on social media.
This is what fans. This is kind of what fans do. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but like when you sign up to be an elite athlete, you also sign up for the haters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's part of the contract.
That's part of
you want to make this money, your life is going to be public.
People to tell you suck, you ain't shit, and fuck your team sucks. Like, those are not the best fans, but you get those guys in every sport. You just gotta fucking. It comes with the territory, man. Like we can't ask for the spotlight and then be mad when the spotlight burns us a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, is it? Yeah. Like, and those haters are watching more intensely. Those are your biggest fans.
Yeah.
Your haters are your biggest fans because they're watching every game. They're watching every minute of every game so they could fucking nitpick you. Oh, you missed that pass on minute 37. You know what I mean? Like those dudes really, those haters, the haters are your biggest fans. Your biggest fan is not really your biggest fan unless they hate you.
Nah. There's the hate watchers.
Think about how much the Joker hated Batman. You know what I mean? He's his biggest fan.
Yeah, he needed Batman.
Yeah,
you know, because Batman motivated him.
Haters need something to hate, and if they
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if it's not you, it's gonna be something else. Yo, you see that cooking show? Yo, that bitch, her eyebrows on this cooking show. I hate this cooking show, but yet you watching it still. You hate her eyebrows so much. Yeah, you hate her eyebrows so much. Just the hate on the eyebrows. Oh man, you see in that episode? Oh man, she tried to brush it, but she only got one side. The other side, like, yo, dog, for real. You're telling me you watched 112 episodes of just watching her eyebrows? Nah, because I'm not really into cooking and shit. But what are you really doing with your life? Right. So either way, they're gonna shift the focus. That's the main thing. Is like they're gonna either hate on you or something else. That's what they do. That's what haters do. That's what makes them haters. You know,
we gotta make sure we get to a WNBA game, man. They're usually on like Thursdays, Fridays, and shit. So we should.
That's highly doable. Especially they're connected to the casino too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Go to the casino, go check out a game.
See a Stevie B concert in the summertime here or some shit. Located in the casino somewhere. in the main concourse, Stevie B performing main concourse for free. Oh shit!
Right. Yeah, we're gonna be bringing a new segment to the show. Probably starting like next week, but we're gonna highlight one of those off the beaten path sports. Like rhythmic gymnastics, which we roasted the last time we were on here. You know,
I was supposed to have my report ready for rhythmic gymnastic, but mistakenly I was doing a report on highlight, the forgotten sport of highlight.
Yo, this is not violent too. It's considered the fastest sport in the world because the way the ball travels and shit. That shit makes a noise when they throw it off the little whatever that thing is, and that thing is like uncomfortable looking too. I can't remember what it's called right now because I didn't do any research on highlight. But
you see, and that was the thing is I was beginning my research on the highlight where I was gonna name like all the parts and all the equipment and everything and do an honest report on the sport. But then I was like, oh shit, no, I was supposed to do it on rhythmic gymnastics. So I stopped. So that big curved arm shit.
Yeah, like I watched the dude put it on one time on a TikTok or whatever, and like all the way they have to strap it in, and then like they got to catch that fucking little ball with that shit too. Like that shit, like So it looks uncomfortable, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that was one of those sports that growing up, I was like, you know what? I might want to grow up and be a highlight professional. And then when I started, when I was younger, and I started to know about it.
When I was growing up, dog, I was like, because we're lucky where we live. They play highlight. They used to play highlight.
Newport highlight.
You know what I mean? There was like weird, like super rich type sports, like polo.
Polo.
Highlight,
yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Big money gambling.
Yeah, big money gambling. You know what I mean? Like, but
like when you're watching highlight, like you got a yacht.
Yeah.
When you got a horse that's actually in this polo game.
Yeah. See number 10? That's me right there.
Yeah. That's good stock, right? Nah, I must stud them out next year. Holla at your boy. Start pimping out your horses and shit. Be the horse pimp.
Real money conversations. If you can have real money conversations about livestock,
then
you got a little bit of cash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your horse pimping it. Like, so what your fillies got going on over here? Imagine that. You know what though? If I hit the jackpot, I might be a pimp horse, a horse pimp.
A horse pimp.
Yeah, have a little stable because I have a dream of riding horses and being able to comfortably ride a horse.
Wait a minute. I've known you for a long time.
You never knew that?
I've never known about your want to be an equestrian.
Yes. Fast fact. I've always loved the idea of riding a horse. That's where like watching that old show, The Rifleman, is one of my favorite shows because not just the relationship between him and his son, But him with the rifle on the horse sometimes, or just him with the rifle. So learning to lick off shots with a rifle, right? Always been something like that. Gun is modified, number one, but that's always been like a quiet dream of mine. And riding horses and being able to not just cross country ride, but like we was talking last week about jumping over shit if I needed to, countryside type shit where I don't need a car.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, well, fast fact. I have a deep desire to be an equestrian. So after I hit my jackpot, yes, I'm gonna learn to ride a horse. I'm gonna have a stable of horses, and I'm gonna be a horse pimp where I'm studying out my horses and hollering at folks, big money.
Hold on. All right, so
thoroughbreds.
ladies and gentlemen, I've known this dude for like 30-something years.
I keep some things close to the vest.
First time I'm hearing about this horse thing. But what's more so, what's really baffling to me is A, why you never did 4-H with me, because you would have already learned how to ride horses, because I can ride horses. And
I went to two or three meetings. I remember that because we went to the Burger King for the car wash, and then something else.
But I can ride horses. I've been on horses. I know how to ride a horse. I know people who own horses. We could make this happen for you. Secondly,
Santa is real.
I go shooting at least 3 or 4 times a year. Like you could have already scratched these off your bucket list.
See, and again, I keep a lot of things to the vest because I don't want to make it open for people to comment on some of my shit. Like, yo, why the fuck you want to do that? Yo, that sounds weird. Like, because so I keep
motherfucker, shut the fuck up. That's it. That's all it is, dog. Like, but people do say that. They're like, oh, why would you ever work on a farm? Because I felt like working on a farm. Like, I wanted that experience. Like, I know how to milk a cow. Fun fact. It's much harder than it appears, but I can milk a cow. You know what I mean? I could raise.
Yeah, that's not on my bucket list. I'll tell you that right now.
I could do farm work. You know what I mean? But I know how to. I've also been on multiple horses.
That was one of those things that I saw with 4-H when you was doing 4-H. But I only went to like 2 or 3 meetings, and I remember the car wash over at the blood factory down there, the vampire warehouse, the vampire buffet.
Horses
aka
are like,
the blood station.
Big dogs too. Like they just like, especially if you raise them up. And they're not that expensive. The maintenance on a horse is not terrible, and like to actually acquire a horse is not super expensive. So then you just have to pay, like it's like owning a boat, kind of. For lack of a better, you just have to keep your horse somewhere else if you don't have the land for it. Like I know people that live in apartments that own horses. Like it's not.
I remember you was clowning me on me watching some old shows. Yeah, quiet kept. I still do watch Mr. Ed every now and then.
Yo, Mr. Ed used to be my show back in the day. I can't even front.
Yeah, I like watching old shows. That's me. I have a thing.
I used to watch Mr. Ed with my grandmother all the time, and I was like, this show's not bad. It was kind of funny for like what it was back in the day.
It's stupid. The premise was dumb. It's like, yo, what kind of this? You're not even smoking weed at this point. You're on some real dust,
right? So anyway,
but that's like the time when I was in Trinidad and I came back and you swore to me that Max was talking to me, my dog at the time.
First of all, shout out to Max. You know what I mean?
Yeah, rest in peace, my dog.
Max. Me and Max had plenty of conversations. You know what I'm saying? They may or may not have been
on some sober time.
Yeah, me and Max talked. You know what I mean? He gave me some sound advice once or twice.
No, that was my dog. He held me down too.
Yeah. Dogs will talk to you if you get to the right spot with them mentally.
Yeah, but mind you, there's a difference between having a mental connection with your dog and getting trapped in some bullshit with some bitches.
All right.
If
you have horses for Daoud to ride, for IronMonkey to get on, you know what I'm saying? Let us know. We'll come down and we'll go on a little horseback ride. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if I set it up, you gonna go?
Hell yeah. Seeing that I'm opening the Pandora's box, I want to go skydiving as well.
Did I tell you my sky? It's on my bucket list.
It's on my list.
But
I don't do, mind you, I don't do roller coasters. I don't do horror movies. Right? I don't like scary ass things like that. Skydiving is one of those things that I'll really want to do.
For me, it's about adrenaline. Like I chase the adrenaline. There's no adrenaline in a scary movie for me, so I don't. And they're not even scary. Like for me, it's about the speed. Like I skydive because of the speed. Like it has nothing to do with like jumping out of the plane. It's about how fast are we gonna go. Like, but like the reason I haven't skydived yet is because I have this fear of like having a small man strapped to my back that's supposed to like
help you.
Like you're supposed to keep me safe. Like I'm a couple inches taller than you. Could you imagine like you're the pro skydiver and then you gotta
it's already in my head. I can see it.
And I show up and I'm like, all right, it's my day. And I'm like, oh, I got this guy. I'm gonna wear you like a backpack. How you gonna if I get scared? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, this is the thing. The parachute opens and you're so big. He goes off with the parachute, and you just keep going. Ah, yo, oh.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just have this fear of like, you know, your feet are dangling. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to be keeping like I'm wearing you like a school bag, and your feet are just dangling off the ground. Like
it looks like a Dora the Explorer backpack.
Yeah, you know.
You right there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm okay. Little guy. You know what I mean? Like.
You got one of those racehorse jockeys on your back.
Yeah, like what if I get cold feet?
How you doing up there, Daryl? Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, what if I get cold feet and I don't want to go? Like, you know what I mean? If it's a dude that's about my size or like maybe a little bigger, he could like force me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's trying to use his legs to kick off.
Yeah.
And you're like, the fuck? And you're just like, nah. And you sit right next to the pilot. Yo, you can smoke weed up here?
So, but I do want to skydive. That's just on my list of things to do.
For me, skydiving is just seeing the live view for myself without having like the window or lens in front of me. It's not really about the speed or the adrenaline. It's just being able to get the picture for myself, the bigger picture for myself, and seeing it for myself and let the bigger picture come to me. It's more of a mental thing for me when it comes to skydiving. It's not really the adrenaline and nah. That's why I preferenced it by saying I don't really like roller coasters. I went on a roller coaster a couple of times, and both times it was because I didn't want to look like a pussy in front of a chick. She's like, "Oh, come on, let's go." I was like, "Where you want to go, to the bathroom?" "Oh, no, I'll wait right here." She was like, "No, to the roller coaster." I was like, "Oh, you want to do that right now?" "Nah, that line looked long." She was like, "No, but we got fast passes." I was like, "Oh, yeah, damn."
I don't really do roller coasters because I don't like to be upside down.
Yeah,
you know,
Space Mountain is the only one that I would do again because it's indoors. I don't want to see like live thing and people.
Shout out to Big Billy in the Facebook chat. What's up, Bill? I got the Facebook chat on today, so you know we got my man Bill Pace in the. He's been on the show on the Saturday conversation. You know what I mean?
Oh, word! Oh, back in the day.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Shout out, holla.
So yeah, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get on some horses, and we might skydive this summer. Who knows? And we got to get to the curling. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we got to get to the curling as well.
Remember when we had that special episode of DJ Caveman and IronMonkey doing shit?
Yeah.
We had the axe throwing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we went bowling. We threw some axes. We should do the skydiving, the horseback riding, and continue that DJ Caveman and IronMonkey doing shit.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta definitely.
We do dope shit.
Yeah,
doing dope shit. Well, we'll workshop the name, but doing dope shit.
Shout out to Big Mark on the chat. You know what I'm saying? He's listening, watching. What up, Mark?
Yeah. Hey, Mark, if you want to go skydiving or horseback riding, hey, we could make it a whole scene, make it a party scene.
Random thought as I was thinking about our top 5 this week of our since we're in Memorial Day weekend,
Hmm.
we were talking about maybe the best athletes that were also military.
Oh, damn. Damn, that's fresh out the box. I have nobody for you. Damn.
Yo,
All
we
right.
talked about this yesterday. We had a whole pre-show meeting.
About the sports soldiers?
I said that, yeah, if you go back to your text messages, you'll see that I said top five. That's how I started it. Top five military athletes.
Oh shit. I only saw the food part. Oh shit. All right. If anything, you know what? This is a test of how well is my recall of some sports athletes. All right. All right. I'll let you finish your thought. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So my thought was, as I was looking,
All right. Damn.
and I doing some quick research, because obviously the number one dude for me is the Admiral, David Robinson.
All
And,
right. Yeah. All right. All right. So you're priming the pump, helping me
and then
out
I was
here.
like,
All right.
well, is David Robinson somehow related to Jackie Robinson?
Mm-hmm.
Also was in the Marines, not the Navy, but Jackie Robinson was in the Jackie Robinson was in the Army or the Marines. But they were the same last names. I was just wondering if maybe they're somehow like related.
Nah, because I'm trying to come up with some names, and the two that the three that I came up with so far, just off the top of my head, I don't know if they ever really served. But the first one I came up with was Ted Williams.
Ted Williams, yep, he served. He went to the.
All right.
He was on my list.
The second one, I don't. This is how deep I'm digging in my bag of recall. DiMaggio.
DiMaggio served. Yep.
All right. So DiMaggio. All right. Jim Brown.
It was Jim Brown, and I think so. Yeah. No, maybe I don't remember.
I believe so. There has to be at least one photo of him with like, and I don't know if it's him in a movie or if it's him actually in service. That's where like my recall kind of got crossed up. But yeah, David Robinson. Damn. Who else do you have on your list outside of David Robinson?
I had David Robinson, the Admiral, of course.
Okay.
Jackie Robinson, because we already know his backstory.
Okay.
Ted Williams was on my list because famously, you know what I mean, he was and then who else was on? Damn, I can't find the paper where I wrote them down. I'm trying to also pull my recall.
Damn, it would be would it be disrespectful if I said Muhammad Ali?
Well, no, he was never in the military.
Exactly. That's why I was like, would that be disrespectful for even mentioning him? For the fact that he was a quote unquote Dodger.
He was a draft Dodger, like technically, but can't forget about Pat Tillman. So Mark also said Pat Tillman.
Ooh, Pat Tillman. Ooh, yes, Pat Tillman. Rest in peace. That was a great one.
So we're Memorial Day is for guys. It's for the soldiers who have lost their life,
passed away. Yes,
in battle.
Yes,
different than veterans. So
which are active soldiers. Yes,
we're celebrating the fallen today, and Pat Tillman is probably at the top of that list when it comes to athletes
that passed away in battle, or while in service. But for me mentioning Ted Williams and DiMaggio, they served, but they didn't really. Yeah, granted, they passed away, but they didn't pass away in service.
Right. There's a lot of athletes that served back in the day. Joe Lewis is my fifth guy.
All right, Joe Lewis.
He was in the
That's
Army.
A good one.
Those would be my five, but we can
because modern day people serving, that's not really the move. That like people don't really.
It's a different era. Like a lot of my list is older. You know what I mean, like 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
These new guys, if they served or not, they don't really talk about it if they did. And it's not really like that big of it. Used to be like a big deal for everybody to serve. You know what I mean? Like you do.
And when we're talking soldiers, obviously we're talking American soldiers, because I don't know why out of the blue, I know with some foreign basketball players, they have to do service for their country.
Yeah.
I think like Andrew Bogut had that. I don't know if Andrew Karolinko,
A lot of, yeah.
AK-47, who used to play for Utah Jazz. Again, this is me just going off of pure recall. I did not know at all.
See,
Damn, I should really reading comprehension really does help.
this is what's wrong with our relationship sometimes, sir. You don't listen when I speak, and when I
You
say
know,
stuff, you just be
you know what?
for stuff.
You know what? This is off camera stuff that you're supposed to bring up with the counselor. This is what they told us in counseling. nah, that's just made up. We don't go to counseling.
You might have to after this because you obviously only reading what you want to read.
And as long as we've been friends, I'm now telling you that I like riding horses and I want to, shoot rifles.
Golly.
But did you know that I've actually learned how to shoot archery? And I'm actually pretty proficient with archery, yeah.
Yo, they got the archery joint down in Warwick, yo. We should go.
For Camp Shepherd, I was the archer. I was the specialist teaching kids how to do archery. Yeah, I was the black archer. See, yeah, we might have to go to counseling after this so that way we could work on our communication better. All right, so let me see. Other athletes that served. Damn, I'm trying to think of at least one more.
Mark has Pat Tillman, Nate Boyer, Tom Landry. I don't know if Tom Landry was ever an athlete though. He was a coach. That's all I know him as. But I'm sure maybe he played a little bit of.
That's like saying what's it call it? Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys.
Oh yeah. I just pulled up a list. Yeah, Willie Mays.
Yes.
Served. Nolan Ryan served before he became the best pitcher to never win a Cy Young. There's a lot of baseball guys actually.
Yeah.
Leon Spinks served.
Huh, I would have never thought that one.
Roger Staubach.
That was the one I was thinking about. That was the one I was trying to remember. I was like, it's a white guy. But who?
Jesse Ventura. Jesse the Body.
Okay. Nah. Roger Staubach is one because I think he had to take a year off from the league to go serve and then come back to the league. I think that was the story, the one that I was thinking of. Okay.
John Wooden, obviously.
Oof.
There's a lot of names from the 80s on
John Wooden. Was he there for the American Revolution? The fuck? The Red Coats are coming.
Says he served in the that doesn't say
who's that old coach for the Notre Dame? Lou Holtz. Yeah, he was. I used to like him before his political leanings started to show. He's a weird one, to say the least. But he's old, so gotta kind of let that go. But
yeah, man.
All right.
A slightly abbreviated sports show today, but we're gonna come back next week. We're gonna have our off sports topic.
Are we gonna do the top 5 foods?
Was it top 5 foods?
Yeah, because that was the one that I remember was the top 5 sports foods.
I'm mad for no reason.
Huh?
I've bamboozled us. I thought I sent you top 5 military athletes, but I did send you top 5 foods, didn't I? See,
I told you. I told you. See,
all right,
me out here thinking. You see,
I fucked up. That's on me.
All right, so I'll give you my top 5 real quick.
Give you a proper introduction this time.
All right,
it's time for the top 5. Top 5. Probably shouldn't sing that ever again. Top 5.
Yeah, please don't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 5. We're doing because it's a big barbecue weekend. So
I'm out here doing the Beyonce and shit.
Are you in the beehive?
I'm trying not to get stung, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one.
Not in the beehive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the beehive.
I'm beehive adjacent.
All right, it's a good barbecue weekend. If you got a barbecue going on, please hit us up so we can come get a plate.
Yes,
but not if your potato salad is whack. I don't want to come to your house.
Yeah, no raisins in the potato salad, please.
No raisins. No, just make sure your potato salad is good. You know what I mean,
and at a chilled temperature.
Yeah, if your
One
potato
potato
salad is
salad,
outside, if I don't have to go to the fridge to get your potato salad, I'm not eating that shit. Yo, your potato salad
or
shouldn't.
or or go into the cooler and get
Yeah,
a
get it out. You got to be sitting that potato salad on some ice.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Going with the top 5 Memorial Day weekend barbecue foods.
Oh, cookout foods. Okay, I was going with sports foods. Okay, but
Sports
I'm
foods,
on.
sports
Yeah,
foods, but
sports.
they're kind of one and the same. So
Well, when I was going with sports foods, I
let's
was
do it.
thinking more like foods that are associated with sports.
All
All
right,
right.
sports food.
So
Let's get it.
hot dogs.
Hot
Right.
dogs.
Right. No hamburgers. Hamburgers are not really associated with sports. Hot dogs. Pretzels. Number 2. Right. Mustard. No mustard. It has to be warm with the mustard. That's the proper way. Even with the hot dog, extra mustard for me. Peanuts. Right. Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jack.
Now, right now, the thing with Cracker Jacks,
Cracker Jack.
right now, the lady that I'm speaking with, she suggested popcorn. I said no, popcorn no, Cracker Jacks yes. The difference is that with popcorn, if you get excited and go, you're choking, game's over, right? Party done. And wings are probably the number 1 sports food right now.
Who
A
eats
food
wings?
associated with sports. Like you're watching basketball or football,
Yeah, at your
right? You're
house. At
eating
the house.
wings
Okay.
at the house, right? Or pizza at the house, right? But I'll say wings before pizza. But and she said beer.
Beer's not a food.
She wanted to make an argument for beer as a food. I was like, no,
First of all, beer's not a food.
exactly. That's what I said.
Hard stop. Hard stop. Beer is not a
Yeah.
food. I know for some of you it may be nutritious. But it's not
Yeah,
food.
like Guinness. And I was making the case for Guinness because Guinness are given to racehorses sometime before races or while they're training.
All right. So that's your top 5, huh? Wings and
Yes. But I
pretzels.
told her I'll give her an honorable nod by saying beer, even though it's a hard no.
It's a hard no. I'm not
All
giving
right.
you any credit, lady. Beer's not a food. For me, I went with nachos. Nachos.
Good one.
I was thinking more like stadium food at the beginning, but now that I'm thinking about like food at the that you can have while you're sitting in your house, wings is definitely a go-to.
Yep.
I'm gonna be a little
Nachos
bit
are solid.
because I do like hot dogs. Definitely, if you're in the stadium, you got to get a hot dog.
Yep.
If you're at a baseball game, you got to get the peanuts.
Yep.
And then last, it was like a toss up for me, man, because like I'm the dude who will occasionally do chicken fingers at the stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a little bit
Okay.
needed, but also I wanted to get
Rather than having the bones, yeah. When you're in the stadium, it's better having the fingers than the wings, yeah.
yeah, but I wanted to get into like a snack, while you know what I mean, like something else that's not like actual food, more like a dessert. And so for me, that 4th food is the ice cream that comes in the helmet.
Okay. For
Yeah.
somebody that's lactose intolerant, that's all you.
Oh no, I don't eat the ice cream that comes in the helmet, but unless it's like the end of the game, because I know that I don't have much time. Once I eat the ice cream, I have to get to a spot that's safe for
Yeah, nah, you're not gonna want to deal with them troughed ass bathrooms.
Or cotton candy. Cotton candy is also a great dessert.
All right. Okay.
For sporting events. So I'll go from ice cream to cotton candy because there's less
Okay.
chance of like having a wardrobe malfunction
Incident.
or an incident.
Yeah. A wardrobe malfunction.
Like, because one of the worst places to ever have to take a dookie has got to be a professional sports stadium. Because that shit is after the first inning or the first like 10 minutes, that shit is no longer clean. And secondly, there's probably 1,000 motherfuckers coming in and out of the bathroom while you're trying to get comfortable for dropping the deuce.
Hey yo, you still in there? Hey yo, you see my feet? You see my feet? Move, trying to kick him.
I got a handful of I know a handful of people who have had to drop a deuce in the stadium. I don't know how they did it. That's like a public bathroom infinity stone. Like
You
you
know what
can't
though?
that you shouldn't
Listen,
have to do.
if you could take a dump in a stadium after, if it's a basketball game, let's say after halftime. If it's a baseball game, let's say after the sixth inning, right before the seventh inning stretch. If you have the confidence to take a shit in one of them bathrooms, you should have zero issue talking to someone that you like in person. If it's someone of the opposite sex, someone of the same sex, and you're like, hey, I just wanted to say hello. I thought you was gorgeous, and I wanted to introduce myself and associate myself with that beauty. You should have no issue going up to saying that to that person that you like.
I don't
If
understand.
you have the confidence of taking a shit in
Oh,
a
okay.
stadium,
I was like, what is the
because if
connection?
you have confidence and then coming out and then there's a bunch of people around and then you left it all stinking,
You
you
went in
know,
there, set the toilet ablaze.
yeah, and come out proud. Like, yeah, that's me. You should have no issue being able to talk to somebody or even asking for a raise. You know what? I believe I deserve this raise. You should have that level of confidence in your life. I envy you. I really do.
I'm not doing it. I'll leave the game. I will leave the game.
Yeah, no, I just won't eat. I'll starve,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm like, nah, it's hot. You know, there's no shade in the stadium. I
Plus,
don't have a baseball hat.
you got to be
So,
strategic too. You know what I mean? You can't eat shit that you know is gonna fuck your stomach up when you go to these
mhm,
events. Because
mhm.
you know,
Yeah, that lobster mac and cheese looks nice until it's time to let loose. Mm-mm.
right?
12, a seven inning stretch.
If you ain't in the suite, then you shouldn't be
Nah,
using the bathrooms in the stadium.
you gotta
Oh,
hold the door. You gotta hold the door and kind of squat so you're not actually touching the seat.
no, certain public bathrooms should just be off limits. That's why I call them the Infinity Stones. Because you know what I mean, places you should never take a shit. Fucking
mm.
professional sports stadiums, strip clubs, gas stations.
No gas stations. Come on, gas
No
stations.
gas
That's what they're meant
stations.
for. Yeah,
Gas
nah, because you might get some weird people in there.
gas station bathrooms are terrible, dog. Especially the ones that's
Mm.
inside the station. Not the one that
Mm.
outside. The ones that are inside the station, at least they get cleaned every once in a while. The ones
The
that's
one
on
with
the
the big lock.
outside, the one that's on the
The one
outside, dude, you gotta
with the
walk through it.
hubcap lock. With the
Yeah,
hubcap lock to it.
yeah.
The
You walk.
fucking hubcap.
You can't shit in those, man. Those things are always grimy. People do drugs in them.
Oh, oh, the worst shit happens inside that. That's where that's the prostitutes motel or office, if you man.
Right?
You don't want to get caught inside there.
Gas station
Like, damn,
bathrooms,
they
Dunkin'
made an
Donuts,
extra key.
Dunkin' Donuts bathrooms. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, there's a whole list. There's a whole list. Maybe that's for another show.
any coffee house bathroom.
You know.
Yeah. So
But
those
yeah,
are helpful tips. Those are helpful tips from
helpful tips
IronMonkey and Caveman.
as we as we crash the train at the end of
Mhm.
another episode of DJ Caveman and Iron Monkey Talking Sports. Man, I'm your host, DJ Caveman. That's Iron Monkey, the host with the mostest. We're gonna get on some horseback riding, and we're gonna get that shit up on the film. We might go live
Doing
today,
doing dope shit.
doing dope shit again. Gotta hit up John. I owe him I gotta get a guy to get back. My bowling game's a little bit better now, but so
Okay.
is his.
Mm.
You know,
He's a world champion, Daryl. You could bust me.
true.
So come on, yeah,
He got
yeah,
title.
yeah. You the block champ right about now.
Yeah,
You got that title.
I got
He's
some.
a world champ.
I got some bowling squabbles though. You know what I'm saying? I can hold my own. I can hold my own. But I'm gonna talk shit the whole time. Matter of fact, if you play a pro sport, I'm challenging you. I want to play you at your pro sport. So
Pros
whatever that
versus
is,
Joes.
whatever that is, you know what I'm saying. If you a boxer, I'm trying to go like 3 rounds. You know what I mean?
There was a show on Fox, Pro versus Joes,
Yeah, I
back
remember
in the
that.
day.
Remember that show? You know what I mean? I want to go like 3 rounds with a pro boxer just to see if I could do it. Maybe 1 round. Let's start with 1 round. If I'm not dead after 1 round, we can go another round. And
Okay, Jake Paul, you think you could beat Mike Tyson, huh?
no, I'm not on no real fighter shit. I just want to spar. Let me say that out loud. Spar, spar. Not. I don't want you coming in trying to like knock me out. I'm just trying to get a feel for what it feels like to be in the ring with a pro boxer. I'm not even going to hit you that hard. You don't hit me that hard. It's going to be, you know what I mean? I don't
You just want to bust. You just want to bust a sweat, not just bust your ass.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get knocked the fuck out. I'm just trying to, touch gloves, boop boop,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Doop, 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 you know what I mean? Little jab, doop, doop,
Hey, Daryl, keep the jab below the neck.
Yeah.
Because you might tap him, and he might not take it too kindly.
Yeah, shoulders down, man. Body blows. That's it. You know what I mean? The strike zone is gonna be small. It's gonna be a small strike zone.
Yep.
Yeah. Like
a lot.
work, maybe. You know
a Connie Langsford small zone.
Yeah.
That's a real major total recall right there to baseball and Connie Langsford and his little stance.
But
his little strike zone.
That's gonna do it for another episode, man. Make sure you join us every Sunday morning. We're here, getting busy with the sports talk. Follow us on all the socials. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and on the YouTube. And we'll check y'all next week. We out.
Peace.